Almog, if you see me now, we love you. All the family, everyone, your friends, everyone. We do everything to bring you back home soon. Be strong. Be strong. Love you. It's about telling our story. It's happened. This is our life now. It's reality. Think about your son is there. It can happen in every family, in every place. Think about your child. You know where is your child sleep. You know what he is doing during the day. But I don't know. I know that my son is in the Hamas. I don't know if he sleep, if he eat, if he's. I know nothing about him. The only thing I know that the army confirmed is that my son is kidnapped. That's the only thing I know.
Do you worry that there is a window of opportunity to get the hostages out that is perhaps closing, or that you worry about that?
Yes, I'm worried. First of all, I'm happy for the families and the hostages who got released. Very happy for them. But I want my baby back. I want my son back. 54 days, it's too much. Too much.
And do you worry that the men are being forgotten? Because obviously they're only releasing, but they're releasing women,
That's
children.
what we see, because only the women and the children went out.
We've been here last week. This is our second round. And we've been in the Israeli embassy in a press conference. And next to us sat Thomas Hahn, the father of Emily, that his daughter has been released. And in this conference, Orit told Thomas, in front of cameras, that she prefers that his daughter will be released before her son.
I saw it. I told him to. I don't know how can I be able to look at you while your daughter will be free and my son not.
Now this is the situation.
Have you heard from Thomas since?
Yes, yesterday, 2 days ago, I'd been in contact. No, he said they are in medical exams.
When was the last time you spoke to Almog?
In October 7th, he called me in the morning at 7:45 a.m. and he said to me, "Mom, they closed the festival. There are rockets and shooting all over. I'm hiding. I'll call you every half an hour. Mom, I love you." This was the last call from him. Since then, I didn't hear from him. But few hours later, I got a video clip, and I recognized my son in the video clip that the Hamas published. So he was lying with the other 4 young guys. He was lying on the floor. They were beaten. They were tied by their hands. And my son covered his face with his hands. And he was frightened.
And you've heard nothing since?
No. The army confirmed that he is an hostage.
What is Almog like as a human being, as a person, as a son?
Almog always smile on his face all the time. He's an happy guy. He's full of energy. This is his vibe. Like this all the time, moving, doing things, sociable, lots of friends. I can't imagine him, how he's dealing in the daily, how he's coping now when he's in the channel or wherever he is. He's full of energy. I don't know how he managed it. I don't know.
Can you sleep at night?
Hardly. Hardly. I even can't concentrate driving. I can't drive. All the time, all my thinking is about him. Hard. Very hard.
Do you feel the West is doing enough to help get him out? Do you think enough is being done?
Okay.
It's very short. No. Disappointingly, no. As I understand, we share the same values with the West, liberal values. And when you see a massacre that have been in the 7th of October, people have been murdered. I have to tell you, or it didn't tell you, Almog came to the party with friends. They tried to escape. After the phone call, they tried to escape. In the car entered 2 sisters and a friend, the driver. They couldn't get away from the ground because it was a traffic jam there, and the bullets of the murderers arrived, and they had to escape for the car. The car exploded, by the way, and the 2 girls ran away together while they are calling their father, and he talked with them for an hour and a half, the sisters. The murderers murdered them while he is hearing the voices and the last breath of his daughter. The driver ran away to another direction from Almog, called his parents. From there we knew about what happened in the car. And he was murdered a while after the phone call. The bodies of Tomer and the 2 sisters, cremated. They have been murdered joyfully, with happiness, and they cremated the bodies. It took to the army more than two weeks to identify the bodies through the teeth. This behavior we cannot accept. We have to demolish this kind of behavior. And I can't understand why the West, who share the same values, doesn't stand all together and says we are not agree to live with this kind of behavior. In that specific event, there's nothing political. This is pure humanitarian. To take girls, older people, from their beds with their pajama, without shoes, it's something that we can't accept. And if you don't share the West, share those values, so say it. Say it, declare it, because we don't understand what's going on here. This kind of event happened last time in the Holocaust. And it will be the last time. It won't it won't be happening. It won't happen again. We can't accept it, with the West or without the West.
I demand that the Red Cross will go and visit them and give them the medicines they need. There are lots of hostages that need the medicine. I don't know if my son is alive. I want to know what is the situation. I demand that they will go inside. They don't do the job.
They have a role which they don't do. They are not functioning. From our point of view, they are not functioning. All they have to do is tell us what is the medical situation of the hostages. Have been past 54 or 55 days. Where the hell are you? Who needs the Red Cross if it's not doing its role?
When you see, and I don't know if you have seen, but protests on the streets of London that are pro-Palestinian and chanting from the river to the sea, what does that make you feel, given what you've gone through or still going through?
I feel bad with this. It's very hard for me because this is my reality. My son went to celebrate in a festival and he didn't come home back. It's happened. And so it's hard for me to see what's going on the streets with the Palestinians. Very hard for me.
In Israel, are they doing enough to get him out? Is Netanyahu doing enough?
We support the military operation. I think that without the military operation, there was no deal with the hostages. We have to press the Hamas. We have to press their supporters. We have to press the Qatar government to continue the negotiations. We have to press, by the way, the UK government to support all those kinds of steps that we do. I really want my Prime Minister to say clearly that the subject of the hostages is the most important thing that the government have to do. He doesn't say it, unfortunately. He says that hostages and demolishing the Hamas, it's the two goals. I have no problem with the two goals. I just want priority for the hostages because we know that the hostages won't hold up. The Hamas demolish can wait a bit.
With each passing day, how much extra does it get worse? Does the pain get worse or does it get less?
Yes, it's harder. Yes, now it's harder. As much as it takes time, it's harder for me, for us. Because all the time we are working a lot. We decided to get out from the house. There are families that can't go out. They can't tell their stories. But we, from the beginning, did it. And now I feel that I'm weaker. I'm weaker, that I need lots of strength. Because it's hard. I have an empty room. So, yes, it's getting harder.
What you just started to say that 75% of the families of the hostages are not functioning. They didn't start to digest their situation. So they can't take it out, they can't tell the story. And there are few families who are taken it on their shoulders. And here you see 3 families who are doing this job, but the others just don't live.
Is there communication with all the families, or is there some form where you can all talk to each other and help each other and offer support?
Yes, there is a forum. We meet there. We talk. We share feelings, and we do things together. We do lots of things together.
For example, unfortunately, in the 7th of December, it will be 2 months. And the 7th of December, it's first candle of Hanukkah. The symbol of Hanukkah is bringing light into the darkness. So we want to combine an event that will deal with it for the hostages. So this is, we're initiating it through the forum, the family forum, and there probably will be a very big event. Now stages of time are more shorter for everything. We decided to come to London 3 days ago. Usually you decide to go to London 3 months before, 2 months before. Now we just decided 3 days ago or 4 days ago we decided to go. Producing big event with thousands of people take us 3 days to produce. Everything is shorter, everything is more extreme, and the feelings also more extreme. You can see Orit in a very good shape in 1 minute, and she's breaking up in the other minute, and pull herself together to the 3rd minute. Yeah. So the roller coaster is very extreme, and as long as the time passes, it has new edges to the roller coaster.
I wanted that another mother will come with us. Yeah. But I tried to, but I didn't find. Most of them want to stay now at home because they release hostages, and maybe,
But maybe. There is no prospect at the moment of the young men being released. How does that make you? That must be hard.
It's pain, yeah. It's hard. I just, it's better for me not to see all the fake news on TV, and actually I wanted to tell you that I don't get any information about what's happening in a political situation.
Negotiation.
Everything a negotiation. Everything is from the news. So it's better for me to close TV, and the families talk. We are in a group together. So all the details are from our group.
The most safe news or correct news coming from the family forum group, and this is what we read.
Because everything else would give you false hope or false worry and so on. You couldn't trust it.
They talk about everything. So every rumor tears our heart. So we prefer not to deal with it. We prefer to disconnect, and when something serious will come, we would happy to hear and to deal with it. But all the rumors are terrible for us.
And you remain optimistic, or your mood changes?
I am optimistic. I'm full of hope. I believe, I believe he will go out, he release. But yeah, I believe he release.
But till then, as I'm dealing with it, we are working. I don't think too much. This is at least my way to deal with the situation. I don't think too much. I'm not trying to think about what will happen if, and what can be happen or what can't be happen. I'm bringing the awareness of Almog and the hostages to the world. This is my job now. This is what I do. At night, it's a little bit different, but during the day, I'm not giving to it too much attention.
I'm trying to do everything to bring him back. I'm full of hope he will come back. And I know that till he will come back, I'll do...
We won't stop.
We won't stop. We won't give up. And we know it gives him strength, and we got strength from him. So we won't give up. He will come back with all the hostages.
Alive.
Alive.